Hello, hello, magical souls, and welcome back to the podcast. I'm Katherine Tack. I'm an Akashic Record reader and teacher. And today we have such a powerful and healing conversation for you. So, if you've ever felt emotionally stuck, or if your body has been holding on to stress or tension, or if you keep repeating patterns that you can't quite explain, then today's episode is going to feel like a breath of fresh air. And I'm joined today by the wonderful Einav Avni, who is a healer and founder of Untangled Healing. So, Einav, welcome.
Thank you, Catherine. It's wonderful to be here. Always a pleasure to be here with you and with your wonderful community. Thank you for having me.
My pleasure. So, we love having you. And to begin, can you share a little bit about who you are and what brought you into this type of healing work that you're doing?
Of course. Um, I guess I would always say that I'm an alignment coach and energy healer, and I use the modalities of the emotion code, body code, and belief code. What brought me into that area is working with people's subconscious mind to help them release fears and get into this alignment and harmony. And slowly, as I was working with people on all of this, on all of their challenges, I kind of got settled into my mind-body connection, a natural healing of mind, body, and soul. So that's what in a nutshell, that's what I do these days.
Oh, I love that. So for someone listening who is maybe totally new to this type of work, I know you do such a good of explaining what it is. Um, could you put it into a simple description for everyone?
I guess the simplest way to explain this, because it can get a little bit complex when we start talking about energy and all that, is really that we are all energy, really, and because we are energy, we trap emotions, we trap dark or just we just trap energy that create blocked in our energy field. And when we have this blocked energy, that's when we no longer ourselves. We're not no longer the best version of ourselves, physically, mentally, emotionally, or spiritually. And so the modalities that I use help us to clear this energy and get back into this alignment that I mentioned.
That's so beautiful. Thank you for explaining it that way. And so I know you have the different codes that you work with. So let's start with the emotion code. What is that exactly?
Yeah, the emotion code is the very beginning. And the idea behind that is that when we go through emotional events or trauma that we can't process, the energy of the emotion that we don't process become trapped in our bodies. And now we have this blocked energy around us. So with the emotion code, what I do is I connect with the subconscious mind, our client, my client's subconscious mind, and the subconscious mind is very powerful and it knows everything about us. So it knows what is causing us to be in a certain way. It also knows how to bring us back to a better place. So when I walk in the emotion code, the subconscious mind tell me what emotion I need to clear. Also, it can tell me if it's ancestral, if it's from a past life, from a prenatal when we were being made. So it can be quite precise. So emotions are very good to release to really clear some of this blocked energy. But more importantly, in the emotion code, we also have the heart wall. And this is really powerful because the heart wall is the subconscious mind way of saying, look, you need protection. You're a little bit fragile right now. So let me do something. And the only thing it can really do is to grab trapped emotions from around the body and build a wall around your house. Not your house, your heart.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
your house.
funny. Yes, different kind of house. But when you have a wall around your heart, all of a sudden, yes, you are more protected, and maybe there's more space between yourself and life's events. But what tend to happen is that you feel maybe connections is not going so well, or maybe a little bit darkness, maybe loneliness. The things are a little bit more sluggish, basically. So whenever we clear heart wall emotions, the energy comes back really quickly, and people feel lighter, they feel calmer, they feel like life's, you know, stuff still happen, but they're not connected to it in the same way. So they notice how they respond to things much more differently. And it's a really beautiful experience to walk with people on the heart wall. And what also people always tell me is that people stop them literally in the street to say, "Oh, your energy is so," it's always people responding to people's energy. So it's really quite nice. But yeah, so the emotion code is the basic of everything.
That is so fascinating. And so we know what the solution is, but what does it look like? So, what does the problem look like? So, how do trapped emotions show up in people in their everyday life? What does that look like?
It's the same what I said about the heart wall when you feel like you're not really there. It's that feeling of maybe I'm constantly doing the same thing, or what you mentioned at the beginning about patterns. It's like, now what? Why am I here again? So when we feel that we are basically kind of in a Groundhog Day, it's is that kind of thing. But because emotions get trapped in the body, we might feel it like, someone if someone say, oh, I have headaches, or I have problem with my liver, or something like that, then I would go and I would see what emotions are stuck in the liver or around the head to create this things that people are going through. And a lot of the time, even just by releasing the emotions, there is an improvement in how people feel.
Amazing. So that's like when people have like tightness in the chest, headaches, fatigue, or maybe chronic discomfort, that is their body's way of keeping score and showing what the problem is.
Yeah, imagine that every emotion that is trapped, every emotion has a size and a shape.
Yeah.
And so it's, I guess I have this image of this kind of a childhood image, I guess, of, I don't know, if you have this thing that you can hit on the body, like, I don't know, even if it's Play-Doh, I don't know. I have an image, but I can't really explain it so well. But imagine that you have a body shape thing, and you just keep sticking onto it, Play-Doh or stickers or something like that. Then the body becomes very tired and it hasn't got a way out. It doesn't know how to deal with things anymore. And the subconscious mind is like, oh, I'm so tired, and I have to deal with all these layers of energy that I can't find my way out. So when we release the emotions, it's like we're really taking these stickers off in a sense. And every emotion that we clear, the body's like, oh, okay, I can get back to my ability to heal the body.
Ah, okay, so that's so interesting. So then, so we've talked about the emotion code, and then you've got the body code, and is that takes it to another level? Is it different from the emotion code?
The body code is going into a much deeper level. So with the emotions, we just clear emotions, and it's all different types of emotions, but it's just emotions. But we know that the subconscious mind said actually there's a little bit more than just emotions that I need to clear in order to bring you back to that better version of yourself. So with the body code, we find things like toxins and pathogens and misalignments in the body, but also we find where there are clashes between conscious mind and subconscious mind. And we can see how consciously I say, oh, I really want to, say, lose weight, for example, but the subconscious mind says I have a fear of being seen, so forget it, it's not going to happen. No losing weight today. Uh, so when I say to the subconscious mind, for example, what is holding someone back from losing weight, and we clear all of these things, it means that we are now bringing the body into a place where, again, you can reset all of this relationship between what you want consciously and what the subconscious mind is stopping you. I just need to say, because the subconscious mind is so powerful,
Yes.
and like I said, it knows everything about us, and it also knows how to get us into a better version.
Yeah.
But sometimes what happens is that the subconscious mind is kind of splitting, and a part of the subconscious mind says, uh, they're both saying, I'm going to protect you, but sometimes they go against each other. So when they go against each other, there's all this conflict that we are experiencing. So it's just interesting. It's just interesting to say, hey, on the one hand, the subconscious mind knows that it needs to heal me, and on the other hand, it's not happening. So what's going on? So this is part of the investigation that we are doing when we're using the body code.
Wonderful. So I know you talk often about the belief code as well. So we've got the emotion code, the body code, and the belief code. So what does the belief code, what does that look like? How does it show up in people? What do they need? Or is it very similar to the other two?
Well, the belief code uses the emotion code and the body code as part of its own release situation. But the belief code, I think, is one of the most fascinating things that I've seen, really, because it's taking us to the exact place where the problem is. And so people can come with all sorts of beliefs that they know that they have about themselves. So, for example, I'm not confident, or why do I always attract these people, or I will never lose weight, or whatever it is. People say this is the problem, and then the subconscious mind says, right, let me go to the archives and bring all of the trapped beliefs that you have that contribute to this belief system. And I go and I have more than 2,000 statements in my charts, and the question always is, when I tell you the beliefs that I find, not only do they resonate, because actually what we're doing here is we're looking at what is the message that the subconscious mind is trying to tell us. So sometimes things come when they feel very random, but it doesn't matter, because when we look at all the messages together, we can see a real story coming up, and we get the wisdom of, now I understand why I'm doing things the way I do. So we find the statements, then we find trapped emotions that are connected to the beliefs that we found. And then the also very powerful thing is that we are going into the body code, and we are finding everything else that is kind of hiding in the shadows, that if we don't clear that, we won't be able to fully clear the whole system. So it's very complex, but it's so fascinating, especially when you work on it together and you kind of share, when I work with someone and they share their experience on a statement or an emotion, or a time in life, and I'm able to say, hey, and this is what the subconscious mind is saying about it. So the clearing is not just clearing from the system, it's also clearing consciously. So very, very profound.
Amazing. I love that because so many people are living inside invisible limitations. They can't see where they are, and you can actually find them and clear them. And but one question I have is, what is a session with you like? Do people have to relive their trauma or like tell their whole story to you?
Not at all. And I think that's people really appreciate this about the emotion code, body code, and belief code, is that they don't need to say anything, because the subconscious mind knows everything about them, and it can send out things to be released without them having to relive anything, really. So all they need to do is to come and say, this is kind of what I want to work on. Or sometimes they say, I don't know what to work on. Let's ask my subconscious mind what is the most important thing. And then I connect with the subconscious mind, and the subconscious mind guides me what I need to find. I use muscle testing to ask the questions and find the answers. And then I share what I find. And because the subconscious mind knows, it's so wild. When the subconscious mind, for example, I was walking, someone had a shoulder, a pain in her right shoulder, and we went everywhere. And it's funny, right? We went to the skull, for example, and it's like, what's the connection between my skull and my shoulder? But the subconscious mind knows exactly where the energy is trapped, and it knows how to bring us back to a better version. So it's always about trust, 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 and enjoy.
Brilliant. That is so good. I've seen firsthand in our last workshop that we did together with you that people felt shifts immediately. It was just honestly magical. And it really shifted people from this, place of feeling trapped in these patterns, to feeling much lighter and having more confidence, better sleep, less anxiety, And yeah, so I highly recommend a session with you, definitely. But I also know that we have a lovely upcoming workshop with you on Saturday, the 14th of February at 3 to 5 p.m. UK time, and that's 2026 February. But if people would like to, they can always catch the replay, so they can sign up. I've got links in the description below for people if they want to attend live, and they can do that. And yeah, so is there anything else that you would like to tell the audience about the upcoming workshop?
Thank you. Well, in the upcoming workshop, I will tell a little bit, in a little bit more depth, everything about the these energy healing modalities. But I do recommend people to join if they can, because we will do a demo as well. So we will go through each person in the audience and release, depending on how many people are there, between 5 and 10 emotions. Um, and when we are working together in a group, the what you feel afterwards is 10 times more than anything, because you are all in this environment together where the release is happening. And it's very interesting that when you hear what is being released from one person, you kind of feel, hey, actually I am also releasing it as well. So it's everyone is feeding off each other, and the clearing is very, very profound. So I hope people can come, and I really look forward to meeting anyone that can show up.
I feel exactly the same way. I definitely believe in the power of group healing. Makes a big difference. I mean, it's great one to one as well, but that group healing does make a big difference. So, well, good. I can't wait. As I said, it's only 9 more days, 9 more sleeps until um, from today, and I'm very much looking forward to it. And I know that there's a lot of people in our regular spiritual group that are looking forward to seeing you again. They saw you last year, and they're looking forward to another session this year. And there's some new faces for you to meet as well. So
Wonderful.
and I know a lot of people will come along, and if they don't want to have their camera on, they don't have to. They will still enjoy the benefit of the healing. But if they do want to participate, if they feel comfortable enough, they can switch their camera on and join the process. So it's a lovely way. And what I love about the group as well is that all the people there are very gentle, they're very spiritually minded, and it's a very warm group to arrive into. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. High vibrational feeling.
I'm looking forward to it as well. It's going to be wonderful to connect with everyone again.
Okay. Well, I will see you on Saturday the 14th, and take care, everyone. Stay magical, and we will see you soon.
Thank you.